Welcome to my very first talk, you guys. This is Kiki's Self Mastery. My name is Kiki LaFleur, and I am going to jump right in. I don't have an intro yet, I don't have anything yet, so I'm just gonna really just get started for you guys and really jump in. And I'm gonna forewarn you though, this channel is not for the weak of heart. This channel is not for the complainers. This channel is not for people who make excuses. I'm gonna keep it so real with you guys that I don't, like, even for myself, I don't allow excuses. I don't allow people who complain. I'm a problem solver, you guys. So that's why I really thought it was important for me to come onto this channel and really express what I've learned throughout the years, throughout the decades, when it comes to being the best version of yourself. So if any of that sounds like you may be the type to put blame onto others or make excuses, things like that, this channel isn't for you. This channel is for the underdog. This channel is for the people who actually feel like they work hard at doing whatever it is they strive to do, but they feel like they keep hitting a brick wall no matter what it is. And I'm here to enlighten you. I'm here to drop jewels for you. I'm here to plant some seeds, you guys, because when it comes to self-mastery, when it comes to being the best version of yourself, it is not an easy road. And if anyone is ever telling you that, or if you think that, you are absolutely mistaken. And for the underdogs, you already know that it's not. And you just need a break. So I'm not trying to do many cuts on here, okay? Like, I don't like editing. I already have another channel that I edit with, okay? I'm trying to make this really quick and easy. So pardon me if I look down. I have a couple of notes. I'm freestyling it, but I do have some points that I really just want to like make sure I touch on. But real talk, just to jump right in, I don't even have a trailer or anything. Yeah, I might do just my name or something simple, but in the meantime, here it is. Like, the secret to becoming unstoppable, you guys, like, this is something that I didn't hear about throughout my journey of personal growth and personal development. And when I tell you, I've endowed myself in that level of information that it is overwhelming, but yet so promising at how far I've come from absorbing so much information and taking and using what I needed in order for me to be here with you today. And still in all, I'm not exactly where I see myself yet, because it's happening, you guys. But just to jump in, the secret to becoming unstoppable, you guys, really, like, and this might be something that you guys may not want to hear, but unfortunately, especially for the underdog, we ain't got no money, you know, living paycheck to paycheck, grinding it out. Even if you do got money, you're not rich and abundant where you can hire help. The reality is, and it may even apply to those people too, because I feel like when you have it easy, you really haven't gone through enough. But that's another topic. Anyway, the secret to becoming unstoppable, you guys, you really have to go through hell and back. Like, that's really what it is. Like, you have to go hell and back. In order to become the best version of yourself, you have to become, I was trying to make a moment. I told you I'm not cutting this. I'm not. But you have to go through hell and back. And why do I say that? Why do I say that? Why do I sound like the Debbie Downer? But it's not. I promise you, it's not. Like, you want to go through it. Like, you have to need and want to go through hell and back in order to be unstoppable. Because think about it. Think about the words unstoppable. Like, there's nothing that can get in your way and stop you from reaching your goals or doing what you desire. Can you imagine what someone has to possibly go through in order to become that, in order to be that person that nothing can get in their way? You have to go through hell and back. And if you think for a second that there's an easy way, there isn't. I'm gonna just pop that red balloon if I had one. Pop it, because it's not gonna happen. I'm sorry. So, and I know it may not be what people want to hear, and that's why I'm saying, like, this channel is not for the faint of heart. It isn't, because you have to go through the deepest and darkest part of you in order to really undo the program that you've been taught all these years, the things that you've downloaded, the things that you've heard, and it literally made you who you are today. But if you stop for a second and accept the fact that you have to go through the process, the outcome in the end, you would definitely be unstoppable. There's no doubt in my mind. Here's a few tips that you got to go through, and I swear, I promise you, it gets way deeper than this. But you got to get out of your comfort zone. You got to go through the dark nights of the soul, healing old wounds, forgiving yourself in the past, isolating yourself, which is huge for some people who really are not used to being by themselves, finding who you are during that isolation process, and feeling the fear and doing it anyway. I'm sorry, you guys, my allergies. Feeling the fear and doing it anyway, and the list goes on and on and on, and I have been through them all, and there's so much more on this list that I can't even break it down. I really didn't want this video to be that long, but once you go through the process of acceptance and really understand that life is gonna always be lifing, that's period. We always keep that in mind, that obstacles and setbacks and all these things, they're always going to happen. There is nothing that you can do. You have to learn to be resilient. That's why you got to go through hell and back. In order to be resilient, to face anything that comes your way, so that nothing gets in your way when it comes to focusing on your exact goal. And when I tell you that's not easy, there's nothing easy about going through the dark night of the soul. There is nothing. There is, whew, when I tell you it is hard, it is challenging. It's going to test your will. It's going to test every single part of you. Going through trauma, bringing up old traumas that you killed or thought that you forgot or just want to forget. You have to bring those things out. Why? Because you have to make way for new. And the only way to remove that old stuck energy, and I don't know if some people, let me rephrase that. I know some people do not believe in the whole energy and just understanding how your body can hold on to certain energies and frequencies and things like that. It can. It can. And I promise you, when you learn to go through those traumas and bring them up and release them, you feel the release. You do. I promise you. I've been through it. I'm not going to tell a story about my life, but I have gone through one thing specifically. My brother, I told him something that I've been holding on to for years. And I mean, double decades almost. And I don't know, like, it was just something in me that, like, I've been going through my process. I've been really, like, every trauma that I can think of, I'm pulling them up. I'm bringing them out. And then one day I was just like, I'm going to tell him. I've been wanting to tell him for a very long time, and I just didn't. And partially because I was afraid. It was just so many things. And I finally did. And when I tell you, till this very day, whatever I felt then, during that time of holding on to that energy, holding on to that memory, the moment I told him, it was gone. It was gone. I felt like a ton of bricks had lifted off of me. And it made me understand the true value and the true meaning of letting go of your traumas, because that was a huge one for me. I have a lot of traumas, but that one particularly, I have been holding on to since I was a child. There's so many things, you guys. I don't even know where to start, but you really have to go through the acceptance that life is going to put you on a journey that may be hard and may be challenging, and you have to be willing to say, I'm not going to give up no matter what. And that's the key to it, because giving up is the easy part. There have been times where I'm like, I don't know how much more I can go. I don't know how much more I can do this. And by miracle after miracle after miracle, I have been guided and supported through my spiritual guides, especially these last few years, and they have really made themselves present to me in order to reassure me that I am not alone. So it was more encouragement for me to keep moving forward. But for those who don't believe in the spirit guides and the spiritual world, you really have to keep in mind that you won't give up. You really have to remember that this soon shall pass. You have to, because when you go through hell and back, it's hell. There is nothing easy or sweet about it. But I promise you, at the end of it, nothing will get in your way. Here's another thing. If you have ever gone through trauma that was really impactful, change who you are, change your life, and you've reoccurred certain situations that would hurt a normal person. Say, for example, a spouse cheating. Not a husband, okay, let's just say a boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever. Nothing crazy like a marriage, because I'm not even married yet, so I can't even speak on that. But I promise you, I'm still prepared for it. I promise you, I am still unstoppable. I promise you. But let's just say prior to that situation of your spouse, infidelity, cheating, you've gone through a major trauma and you've overcome it. You've gotten through it. You may not have fully healed from it, but you've gotten through it. You know what I mean? It's like, in my mind, I'm like, if I can get through that, which is the same scenario, and then you have a spouse and they do something like infidelity or cheat, it doesn't hurt as much compared to someone who has never had any trauma, never experienced anything bad, and then their spouse cheat. To them, that might be trauma. That might be the hardest thing they've ever experienced. So the point is like, you have to build a callus so that when future things happen, because they will, it doesn't hurt as much. It doesn't impact you as much. You have emotional control. You are mature emotionally, that you can handle future situations because you have literally gone through the worst of the worst. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to have trauma, but trauma is a good thing in my mind. Not that I wish it on anyone, but I do know that it has shaped me. I do know that going through all of the things that I have gone through has made me so resilient that a lot of normal things just don't affect me. And you have to, sorry, I'm reading. I'm gonna cut this. Oh my God, I have to do edits. Maybe not, I don't know. You guys care? Because the thing is, you guys, you only have one life to live. And regardless of the doubt, regardless of the setbacks, you literally have to remember that this is your life and only your life. And you have to feel the fear and do it anyway, which is the other thing. And a lot of people may relate to this. You have a job and this, it's your only source of income, but you are really, really desperate to do something that you're passionate about. A lot of people will make excuses because they feel like they need to wait for the right time because they're scared. And in all reality, there is never going to be the right time. And I know you've probably heard that before, but that's facts. You got to burn the ship. You got to literally risk it all and say that I'm going to do whatever it takes, even if that means doing it part-time. So what? Even if that means doing it part-time, doing a quarter of that, you literally have to get out of your own way, because the reality is, nobody's going to do it for you. There's never going to be a right time. And you literally are not going to build the resilience. Because here's the other thing. When it comes to chasing your dreams, when it comes to trying to figure out what is it that you want and chasing it, there are going to be so many problems that need to be resolved. It's literally, how do I put this? Starting a business is literally about problem solving. In the very beginning of the stages, problem solving. Working on your career, problem solving, because you don't have the answers. You don't know what to do. And you just literally have to ask all these questions and figure out what to do. That builds resilience. That needs to build something in you, because it's a headache. It's a pain in the butt. It's frustrating. It's long nights. It's tiresome. A lot of people who ain't willing will complain instead of just doing the work and finding the answers and then keep moving forward. The reality is that it's going to be a lot of that, of finding the answers, troubleshooting here, troubleshooting there. Like, just think of it. Like, if you don't know something, How do you expect to be a master at it if you don't troubleshoot, if you don't try to figure out all these things? But you got to get started in order for that to happen. You got to build that resilience. You have to literally do almost everything that it takes in order for you to get there. And it's not easy. So my suggestion to you is to get started, knowing that it's going to be hell and back, and literally understand that what you learned today in your journey, in your process, you'll be better at tomorrow, if that makes sense. So it's just like people who drive a car. If you know how to drive a car, you understand the very first time you drove the car, it was very nerve-wracking. Now you're probably really good at it. But throughout the steps, the day-to-day of it, you got easier. And that's all you got to do. That's all you... I promise you, if you don't think of anything else, think of that. Know that. Regardless of what it is that may seem hard, understand that the day-to-day of doing it gets easier. And then troubleshoot throughout the whole process. And when you're out on the other side, who's going to stop you? No one. You've healed yourself. You've allowed yourself to become the best version of yourself because you are willing to put in the work. A lot of people aren't willing to do that. And it's unfortunate because you build a level of confidence that no one can take away. No one. They can't. I promise you, like, once you start, once you're able to really just follow your dreams, to do whatever it is you want to do, no one can take that away from you. You become so valuable that walking with your head held high is absolutely necessary. So this is going to be short, quick, and easy, but I really hope you got something from this. Please leave a comment down below, like, subscribe, but become unstoppable. Go through it and know that it's only going to make you better. I promise you. Trust me.